While I was growing up, my family would visit the same lake every year for a week, every summer. As we got older, we would visit a large rock we called the cliffs and jump off. The rock was only 15 feet tall at the highest point, but the water was really deep. When we got older, we would jump in and try to touch the bottom, but we never could. When my brother and I were in our teens, we always kayaked out to the cliffs to jump off on our own. We jumped off several times, and when we got too cold, we took a break on the top of the cliffs to warm up in the sun. As we were sitting there, we noticed a white shape in the water floating towards the surface. It was a letter H. Eventually, it sank back into the water, and we lost sight of it. Before we could look away or say anything, another shape was floating up towards. It was the letter E. It sank below, and it soon followed by two more letters, L and P. We didn't jump in after that. We stood up and left without saying a word. We never mentioned it to anyone, and I forgot it ever happened after a while. Several years ago, I was working as a camp counselor, and I told this story as a ghost story. I had forgotten about it, and I texted it to my brother to see if it happened, just made up completely. I asked him if he remembered the time we went to the jumping off the cliffs alone and saw something in the water. He replied yes, that he did remember. I asked him what was it, and he told me, he replied, the letters spelled help.